Hi friends, iKargos is back with fortnightly international logistics news analysis for the period from 15 to the 30th of June 2025. The latter half of June 2025 painted a vibrant picture of the international logistics landscape, characterized by strategic responses to ongoing geopolitical pressures, remarkable strides in technological integration, and a deepening commitment to sustainability. Every aspect from freight forwarding to last-mile delivery is being reshaped by these forces. Geopolitical pressures and evolving freight dynamics. Geopolitical factors continue to exert significant influence, causing shifts in freight transport demands and impacting freight rates. Tariff volatility and trade route rebalancing. The temporary pause in U.S. import tariffs, especially for goods from China, created a brief, sharp surge in trans-Pacific volumes in early June. However, by the latter half of the month, this surge began to ease, with ocean freight rates on these routes seeing a decline. This indicates the market's cautious approach, with the underlying uncertainty of future U.S. tariffs on Chinese vessels still a major factor. Persistent maritime bottlenecks, instability in the Red Sea and the Gulf regions continues to keep sea freight shipping lines on high alert, with many vessels still opting for the longer route around the Cape of Good Hope. This prolonged disruption reinforces the need for resilient supply chain solutions and intermodal transportation strategies. Simultaneously, the Panama Canal's water level restrictions persist, causing delays and adding complexity to cargo transport between the Atlantic and Pacific. These twin challenges on critical global shipping arteries are driving innovations in freight logistics and forcing shipping companies to invest in adaptive network designs. Regional trade strengthening. News from this period highlighted significant regional trade developments. China zeroed all duties from African countries, creating a considerable boon for cargo transport from Africa to China, particularly for agricultural exports. This shift could significantly impact shipping logistics and establish new trade lanes. Similarly, the US-South Africa poultry deal, along with hopes for a similar fruit export arrangement, indicates a strengthening of trade ties, creating new opportunities for freight services in these regions. J.B. Hunt, BNSF and GMXT's launch of an intermodal freight delivery service in Mexico further underscores the trend of nearshoring and the growing importance of North American logistics transportation. Port congestion and delays. Despite efforts to mitigate, port congestion remains a recurring challenge. Reports of worsening congestion in Thai ports leading to significant added costs for exporters, alongside berth closures and slowdowns in major South African ports like Cape Town and Durban due to adverse weather, underscore the fragility of port operations. These delays cascade through the supply chain, impacting cargo delivery schedules and increasing overall freight cost. Technological integration, AI and automation. Leading the charge, the period saw undeniable evidence that AI and automation are no longer future concepts but integral components of efficient and resilient logistics solutions. AI as a survival tool. The sentiment that AI in logistics and supply chain is now an essential survival tool is widely accepted. Companies are leveraging AI-powered transportation management systems, TMS, to automate workflows, optimize routes, and reduce empty miles. Uber Freight reported a 10 to 15% reduction in deadhead miles through AI, directly impacting fuel consumption and emissions. This period saw AI providing documented ROI across diverse logistics operations, from predictive maintenance to dynamic inventory management, significantly improving shipping logistics. Hyper-automation in warehousing. The widespread adoption of robotics and automation in warehouses, including autonomous mobile robots, AMRs, continues to accelerate. Companies are using these technologies to address labor shortages, enhance picking accuracy, and accelerate order fulfillment. The Multimodal 2025 event showcased cutting-edge solutions in AI-powered warehouse automation, demonstrating the decisive shift towards digital transformation across the UK's logistics sector. Digital twins and real-time visibility. The concept of digital twins is maturing, allowing companies to simulate entire supply networks virtually, anticipate disruptions and optimize strategies. Enhanced logistics platforms are providing real-time visibility and control through integrated data from various sources, moving transportation management from reactive to proactive. The ability to get a freight quote online and access real-time tracking is becoming standard, supported by advanced freight apps and logistics websites. Air Cargo's digital growth. Air Cargo demonstrated resilience, with global volumes rising. Air freight logistics is benefiting from digital tools for better forecasting and capacity management. The demand for air freight quotes and air cargo services remains strong, with air freight rates stable despite some capacity constraints. Sustainability as a business imperative. Sustainability continues to be a driving force, influencing investment and operational decisions across the logistics industry. Green fleet acceleration. The momentum towards electric, hybrid and hydrogen-powered vehicles for freight delivery and road freight is undeniable. Companies are not just exploring but actively investing in these alternatives to reduce carbon emissions and align with increasingly stringent environmental regulations, such as the EU ETS and Fuel EU Maritime, which came into effect earlier in 2025. Circular economy and eco-friendly packaging. There's a strong push towards reducing single-use plastics and adopting biodegradable, recyclable and reusable packaging. Logistics services are playing a crucial role in enabling the circular economy by optimizing reverse logistics for product returns, repairs and recycling. New EU rules for measuring the environmental impact of clothes and shoes across their life cycle further underscore the industry's responsibility in promoting sustainable practices. ESG reporting and carbon optimization. Companies are focusing on robust ESG reporting and utilizing advanced tools to calculate and optimize their carbon footprint across the entire supply chain. This holistic approach to sustainability, as discussed at the Sustainable Supply Chain Conference 2025, includes strategic planning for depot electrification and incentivizing suppliers to reduce emissions. Labor challenges and adaptation. The global logistics industry continues to grapple with labor shortages, particularly for skilled roles, despite technological advancements. Driver shortages persist. The shortage of truck drivers remains a critical concern, impacting freight capacity and driving up freight costs. Technology as an enabler. While automation addresses some labor gaps, the focus is increasingly on how technology can empower the existing workforce by automating repetitive tasks, improving safety and enabling upskilling for higher value roles in shipping and logistics. Conclusion. The period of June 15, 30, 2025 highlights an international logistics sector deeply engaged in a dynamic transformation. Geopolitical events continue to reshape trade flows, demanding adaptable and resilient supply chain solutions. That's all for this update. Thank you for watching this news analysis and hope to see you again with our next video. If you find our news analysis useful, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon. For any information, immediate help and prompt action for various segments of international logistics such as freight forwarding, customs clearance, warehousing, certifications, imports and exports, inland transportation and supply chain related one-stop solutions and daily logistics news, visit www.ikargos.com.